Good evening. This is Saturday's news. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, police misconduct erodes community trust. 28 remain under polio investigation, and ESO upsets tigers. When police stations become places of danger instead of safety, public trust collapses. That's the reality in Port Moresby this week after 3 officers attached to the Saraga police post were arrested for allegedly detaining and raping a young woman. This is not just about one horrific incident. It reflects a deeper institutional breakdown.
The Saraga police post was closed for over 2 years, officially due to officer safety risks and community tensions. Unofficially, it was plagued by rising misconduct, poor supervision, and a lack of political will to fix a decaying system. Then, on June 3rd, the unthinkable happened. A 22-year-old woman from Central Province was arrested with her partner, allegedly for false pretense. Her partner was later released, but she was detained and later raped by 2 constables and an auxiliary. It is also alleged that the officer in charge of Saraga knew what occurred but did nothing to stop his officers. This time, police leadership responded swiftly. Constables Jerry Aura and Danny Carayo, along with their supervising officer Sergeant Carl Yori, were arrested and detained at Boroko Police Station. The auxiliary member is still at large. Commissioner David Manning condemned the incident as a completely disgusting and dangerous criminal act, saying it disgraced the entire force. He vowed to prosecute all involved, including the supervisor who failed in their duty. This case has reignited debate over systematic rot in the police force. As of this year, at least 161 officers are under investigation nationwide for crimes ranging from rape to murder. Staffing remains dangerously low, just 1 officer per 1,845 citizens compared to the UN standard of 1:450. In communities like Saraga, where people rely on law enforcement to keep peace, the closure of the police post years ago already left a gap. This latest crime is not an exception. It's the result of neglect, mistrust, and silence.
Community, only making this passing. Mibla to Mibla community leader, Mibla some Mibla film our master. Incident come up here. Me this la story been throughout come out there. Law order and me walk law. Mibla walk law. Syntax place law. Look out the people lawyer or Maggie walk law. Criminal or work walking Muslim. Me walk law stop him, make him kind lawyer, make him stop me go now. Law is take place now. Law is stop any above now. Me play stop any. But all this is something being come up. Me play reporting of good plan.
The Saraga case is a brutal reminder of what happens when public safety systems collapse. The challenge now is not just arresting a few rogue officers, but rebuilding public trust, reforming the force, and restoring justice for victims who never should have suffered in the first place. For now, the Saraga police station has been shut down till further notice. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
Police have made 1 arrest yesterday, with more suspects being pursued following an attack on 8 girls and 1 boy at the Nawab High School in Morbe Province on Thursday night. Commissioner of Police David Manning says more arrests are imminent as police pursue co-offenders, citing the strength of community engagement. Commissioner Manning urged communities to continue their support of police in bringing these criminals to justice. Police are working together with community leaders, school administrations, and local authorities to apprehend the offenders. Anyone with information that is relevant to this investigation is asked to come forward with their information. Outgoing NCD Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika handed over the command to the newly appointed Metropolitan Superintendent Warwick Simatab yesterday in Port Moresby. A parade was hosted at the Unagi Oval to officiate the transfer of command.
A parade was hosted at the Unagi Oval to officiate the transfer of command. After inspecting the parade, outgoing Metropolitan Superintendent Silva Sika handed over the baton to incoming Metropolitan Superintendent Warwick Simatab.
Now, handing over the baton to Mr. Simatab incoming to signify the transfer of authority to Mr. Simatab to take the role as the Metropolitan City.
Signifying the official transfer of the NCD command, outgoing Metropolitan Superintendent Sika was moved to Bomana National Center of Excellence as the Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police for training. In his speech, Sika said when he first joined the command in 2022, there were many challenges and obstacles he had to overcome to restore public confidence in the command. He said he joined the force at a time when law and order issues were high and the perception of the public towards the police was very bad. Sika said these were some of the challenges he had to overcome through effective leadership. He urged Simatab to perform to the best of his ability and carry on from where he left with courage.
Of achieving professionalism, more resilient, however, but more united than ever before. The foundation is set. Now build upon it with courage and vision. As I depart, I carry with me the pride of having served alongside the finest officers in the force in NCD Metropolitan Command. Though my term here ends, my belief in this command's future remains unshaken.
Simatab thanked Sika for his leadership, passion, determination, and commitment to uplift the standard of policing in the NCD command and made a commitment to serve with pride, good leadership, and resilience. He urged police officers to portray good leadership and ensure that they work smart in enforcing policing duties.
So every one of you here today, our mission now is we're trying to restore public confidence and control the streets of NCD and Central through a two-phase operation, emphasizing proactive, intellect-led policing, visible enforcement, and strategic partnership.
Carol Kido Jr., Tvwan News.
The PNG Greenpreneurs initiative was officially launched this week in Port Moresby, marking a significant step forward in supporting inclusive, climate-resilient economic growth in Papua New Guinea. A joint partnership between the government of Papua New Guinea, the Australian government, and the Global Green Growth Institute, the initiative is delivered under the Australian government-funded Climate Finance for Resilience, Innovation and Sustainable Transition project. Over the next 3 years, the PNG Greenpreneurs initiative aims to empower more than 250 aspiring green entrepreneurs across 7 provinces. These are Eastern Highlands, Enga, Manus, Milimbe, Morbe, New Island and Simbu through tailored support and capacity building. TV1 News continues when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. Since officially declaring a polio outbreak on May 15 this year, there has been 48 reported cases, with 20 testing negative and 28 remain under polio investigation. Health Minister Elias Kapavore in Parliament on Thursday, when providing an update on the response to the outbreak, says of the 88 million kina that is needed to respond, only 74 million kina has been secured. Since 2000, Papua New Guinea has maintained a polio-free status. In February of this year, however, environmental surveillance in Ley detected poliovirus in 2 healthy children. Genetic testing confirms that the virus originated from a strain circulating in Indonesia, indicating cross-border transmission. Since officially declaring a polio outbreak on May 15 this year, there has been 48 reported cases, with 20 testing negative and 28 remain under polio investigation.
Mr. Speaker, an incident management system has been activated under the National Emergency Operations Center, and a detailed outbreak response plan is guiding coordinated efforts across our country, focusing on surveillance, immunizations, logistics, and risk communications. Standard operating procedures have been disseminated to all PHAs in our country.
Kapolres says environmental sampling has intensified with bi-monthly collections in Ley and Port Moresby. Additionally, surveillance sites have been set up in Mount Hagen and Goroka, with plans to expand to Medang. The vaccination strategy includes inactivated polio vaccine for children under 5 in Ley and Port Moresby, 2 rounds of novel oral polio vaccine type 2 for children under 10 nationwide, spaced 4 weeks apart. The IPV will also be administered during the 2nd round, and routine immunization will be strengthened through integration with the campaign and pre-post campaign outreach activities.
The 13 million kina from our government. Thank you very much to our government for the fast, quick response. The $5 million the 5 million Australian dollars from the government of Australia. We thank them for their continued support to Department of Health programs. $11.8 million from the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, and technical and logistic support from WHO, UNICEF, including a full cost of NOPV2 vaccine supply.
The estimated cost for 2 rounds of the campaign is 88 million kina. So far, 74 million kina has been secured. Meantime, all provincial health authorities have been instructed to activate the emergency operations centers and intensify surveillance and immunization drives. Urban centers are conducting catch-up campaigns, but strong provincial leadership and funding are essential to scale operations effectively. The Papua Health Post and Resident Clinic in Hiri Central Province received essential medical equipment from Kina Bank recently as part of the bank's corporate social responsibility initiative, which will help the health post to continue serving the village and surrounding communities.
Kina Bank Support Services team donated various medical items, including a 9,500-liter water tank, an obstetric delivery bed, blood pressure monitors, thermometers, weight scales, wheelie bins, and body infrared thermometers on Thursday, May 15, 2025. General Manager Support Services Samuel Kovea handed over the donation to Dr. Newman Uloulo, National Health Director for Salvation Army Health Service. Dr. Newman highlighted the significance of the donation, noting that the Papua Health Post serves over 7,000 people from Papa, Lealea, Bogi, Boera, and Porebada, and external catchment areas such as Manu Manu, Kouderika, and Baruni. The Papa Health Post is a Level 2 health facility that provides essential outpatient services, and the donation from Kina Bank's Support Services team significantly improves the quality of healthcare provided. Dr. Newman said it is vital that the government works with partners like Kina Bank to deliver essential health services, adding that the additional delivery bed is a relief for the staff, increasing their capacity to assist women in delivering safely. Papa Village Chief Now also expressed this appreciation, stating, "Health services are a need in our community. This donation means we do not need to go into Port Moresby to access basic health services. Rida Kana, TV1 News.
PNGDF's Air Transport Wing recently achieved a significant milestone when newly minted C category pilot Captain Cameron Hosea led the first all PNGDF crewed operational tasking since 2017. Flying Chief of Defence Force Rear Admiral Philip Polewara and other PNGDF senior leaders, as well as supplies from Daru to Weam and to Kiunga in Western Province. The flight was Rear Admiral Polewara's first on one of PNGDF's 3 PAC 750XL transport aircraft, operated by Captain Hosea and co-pilot Lieutenant Quinton Hiawani. The all-PNGDF operational crew is a testament to the progress of the PNGDF sovereign air capability, supported by the Flights of Excellence program. The Flights of Excellence program is a joint initiative between the Australian Defence Force and the PNGDF to develop PNG's air element with a focus on aviation safety and capacity building. In Eastern Highlands Province, school leaders and Board of Governors from the Ungai Bena district gathered in Goroka this week for an important two-day induction workshop. The aim is to strengthen governance and improve the management of school affairs.
Improving school leadership and financial management was at the heart of a two-day induction workshop held in Goroka for headmasters and Board of Governors from Ungai Bena district. Eastern Highlands Education authorities say such training is crucial to ensure school boards carry out their roles responsibly and effectively. Held at the Phoenix Hotel in Goroka, the induction workshop brought together head teachers and board members from elementary, primary, high and secondary schools in Ungai Bena. Eastern Highlands Provincial Education Director Wesley Albert officially opened the session, emphasizing the critical role of school boards in ensuring quality education delivery.
The responses we actually got from the participants, they're very positive. They're really optimistic that they'll go back to their own schools and then they will implement. And we expect a few changes, how they manage and run the school in the past. And we hope that there will be a change to that program. As to the effect of this program, there must be, we expect at least some changes in our district, Ungai Bena district. With that, the participants of our schools, we actually have almost 80 to 90 participants in this program.
Albert highlighted that many board members are newly appointed and need proper orientation to perform their duties responsibly. The induction also covered key governance areas such as school planning, transparency in managing government subsidies, accountability and fostering inclusive education environments. Participants are expected to return to their respective schools better equipped to implement policies and lead with integrity. With such workshops being rolled out in districts across the province, the Education Division hopes to see real improvement in the delivery of education services at the grassroots level. Carol Kidu Jr., TV1 News.
You're watching TV1 News. We'll have sports after the break. Stay tuned. Thanks for staying with us. Gulf Viso have produced arguably an upset of the season, defeating Lace Next Tigers with 12 points to 10 today at the Santos National Football Stadium in Port Moresby. The victory marks their mid-season surge, led by towering fullback Kenny Laho, who was one of their try scorers today in the upset win.
The Gulf Viso took the pitch today, one of the better sides, having recorded 2 wins and a draw in the last 3 weeks. And it was evident again when they held off one of the competition's heavyweight in a nail-biting finish.
Back he sends it away. Kenny Lahausen, a beautiful ball away, and it's Henny going over. And the Gulf boys have hit back.
Roger Laka's men produced one of their best performances in the recent years. They played with more intent and determination. They were in the contest from the first whistle through to the end and sealed the win in an absolute upset.
Here's Kenny Laho. He's going himself. Kenny Laho is going to dive in the corner and get a try.
The PRK Gulf ISO coach Roger Laka said post-match his side came to play and did well against one of the benchmark teams in the competition.
We lost our Tigers on a very heavy pack, so our focus the week was just on defense. If we could keep sticking the grind, keep them in the grind, don't let easy points come in, and we were able to do that in the first half, and then we just stuck to the process in the second half.
This win marks the club's third win in 4 weeks, a feat they haven't achieved in recent years. With their current form, they are in to make a run for the finals should they maintain their winning run throughout the season. The ISO's try scorers include Kenny Laho and Joseph Henny. Their young halfback Felix Becky kicked 2 from 4 conversions.
Yeah, makes no mistake, the Tigers.
The Lacenix Tigers, on the other hand, played their absolute best, but uncharacteristic errors cost them their chance to win, especially in the final quarter of the game. They are expected to bounce back next weekend. Rex Litter, TV1 Sports.
PNG Football Association has announced its first ever futsal competition in the country, piloting in Port Moresby before expanding to Lae and Goroka. 8 teams have registered for the inaugural competition.
PNG futsal competition is set to commence on Monday at the Taurama Aquatic Center with 8 teams registered. Amongst the participating futsal clubs includes Port Moresby Strikers, CPIC FC and selected team from corporate futsal competition. This competition marks a positive development of football in the country, as football include beach football last year and now futsal. President of PNG Football Association, John Capinato, said he is grateful futsal competition has come to PNG under his leadership.
So for me, in my term, I'm very excited, especially in the competition and the Secretariat Office, to making sure that futsal comes to existence. Today is a very, very special day for me. Seeing beach soccer and seeing futsal coming forward, it is something special.
Capinato said this will provide another platform for the PNG footballers and technical officials alike in representing the country at the regional tournaments.
I hear that futsal has a club championships that is coming on, and also the Men's Nations Cup. So that will be coming on. So if you don't make it selection into the 11, futsal is an opportunity of making yourself in the international arena and represent the country as well.
Capinato further said this competition is also first in the region as the Oceania embraced futsal. PNG Football Association official Leo Jakandu said Port Moresby will pilot the futsal competition, but there is a plan to expand the competition next year.
The plan is we'll also roll out to Lae. We'll start it in Port Moresby, to Lae, and then in Goroka as well. And the plan is to roll out to other centers. So the kickoff will be in Port Moresby, and then we'll extend to other centers.
Jakandu said the participating teams will play each other twice in round-robin games, and top 2 teams will feature in the grand final. The inaugural futsal competition is expected to complete in August before the national team is picked for the regional tournament at the end of the year. The winner in the competition will also feature in the OFC Club Champions League. Rex Litter, TV1 Sports.
And that's the news segment. We'll now have the weather forecast.
Southern
Port Moresby, cloudy periods with possible brief showers and inland thunderstorms. Momase, Lae, cloudy periods with heavy rain showers and possible thunderstorms with potential of flooding. New Guinea Islands, all centers, cloudy periods with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. And Highlands region, Goroka, Bands, Kundiawa, Mendi, Tari, and Wabeg, cloudy periods with heavy showers and a possible thunderstorm. That ends the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Good night.